Tie, Leeds versus Carlisle, and Carlisle already out on the pitch, playing in a green shirt with a red hoop, with two white bands around it, white shorts and the red stockings. And their team today, at number 1, Vickers, who's kicked 77 goals this season, just scored the 1 try. At number 2, Doyle, 7 tries to his credit already. And at number 3, their leading scorer, Kevin Pape, with 9 tries this season. He scored 22 last year, just needs 8 for a century in only 5 seasons. At number 4 is Darryl Pitt. At number 5, Colin Coles. The half-backs, Tony Caton at 6 and Gary Murdoch at 7. The forwards, Gary Schubert at 8, Malcolm Thomason 9, Paul Robinson at 10, Dave Kendall 11, Steve Kirby 12, and the loose forward today, Tony Scott. The substitutes, number 14, Brian Tunstall, and number 15, Ian Scott. And Leeds now just coming out onto the field in the normal blue and amber. And the Leeds side today, number 1, Andrew Ettinghausen, 2, John Bentley, 3, Gary Schofield, 4, Carl Gibson, 5, Phil Ford, 6, Cliff Lyons, and at 7, it'll be Ray Ashton. The forwards today, well, Lee Crooks is not in. At number 8, it's Sam Bacco at 8, Colin Maskell at 9, Hugh Waddell 10, Roy Powell at 11, Paul Dixon at 12, loose forward is David Hearn, and the substitutes today at number 14, Gary Spencer, and at number 15, Richard Gunn. The referee today is Mr. C. Steele of Dalton-in-Furness, who I saw handle the Bramley-Sheffield Eagles 2nd Division game last week. Pretty well he did as well, apart from on the offside decisions where he seemed to be quite redundant in making any sort of decisions as far as offside was concerned. Oh, it's a bright sunny day, very strong wind again, as we seem to have at Headingley week in, week out. It's blowing from left to right as you look at the screen, and the sun, as I came into the ground earlier, shining over the top of the south stand where we're positioned. So it's Gary Schofield to kick off for Leeds. Carlisle winners of their last 6 games, so they're on a very good run. They're currently 9th in the 2nd Division. But today it's all about cup ties. The quarter-final of the Challenge Cup beckons one of these two sides, and with Widnes already through, having smashed Castleford yesterday, and Leeds everything to play for, Carlisle, well, they've got to give it their best shot. I'm not quite sure what the handicappers give them today, but I'm sure it's quite a few points. They mustn't be taken lightly. As I say, winning their last 6 games. They've scored against Fulham, 52-10 they won, Rochdale 44-12, and Rochdale pushed Hull Kingston very hard in the last round. And Mansfield, they beat 58 points to 1, and Carl Gibson takes that one. And it wasn't it, sorry, it's Phil Ford. So it's Leeds with the ball. Powell, pitch very firm, quite sanded, and can expect it to cut up. Hugh Waddell takes 10 yards out of the Carlisle tacklers. Schofield, nice grubber kick into the corner, and that finishes only about 5 yards from the corner flag. Now Schofield with the most enormous boot tongues on them, the big red tongues you'll see. Today he's not wearing red laces, as quite often does. Only and a good win by Carlisle from that scrum, but dropped, and the referee allowed play to go on. Plenty of confidence in the Carlisle side. Speaking to Tommy Dawes earlier on, and he said they're coming here with not some little hope. Oh, and nicely got out in the tackle there. It's the number 2, Mark Doyle. Got it out there to Steve Kirby, and a good run by Kirby, and he's still going. It's Darryl Pitt at the play the ball. finding a big gap. It's Kevin Pape, the leading try scorer with 9. And a good little ball through, and Andrettinghausen's going to have to be quick. And Bentley has to kick it dead. It's chased in there by Darryl Pitt. So, bright start by Carlisle. But we had this in both the previous games in the Challenge Cup against second division outfits, where Hunslet started particularly well, but then faded towards the end, and York likewise. So it'll be John Bentley to drop out. Kicking against the wind. And Barry Vickers, goal-kicking fullback. Carlisle's Challenge Cup started in the first round against Mansfield at home, and Mansfield were absolutely annihilated, 58 points to 1. They scored 10 tries that day, and it was Vickers who kicked 9 goals. And a drop goal attempt, charge down. It was Vickers who attempted it. Ashton who got his body in the way. Good run coming in from Tony Scott. And plenty of time for the Cumbrians. Oh, nicely taken by Ettinghausen from that kick through by Gary Murdoch. To get it out to Powell. Click through by Lyons. Lyons is onto it, but can't manage to get through, and we've lost the ball. Didn't quite bounce, the ground a little bit dead, and the ball not sitting back up for Cliff Lyons as it bounced through. So Carlisle in the ascendancy at the moment. No points on the board, but just a little bit of pressure. Paul Robinson, Murdoch, and the prop Gary Schubert. Malcolm Thomason goes on his own. And that one hoisted, but I'm afraid well and truly dead. So Leeds will restart on the 25. Colin Maskell. Liddell. Good charging run by Paul Dixon. Well, once again, lost possession. It's 3 times now Leeds have lost possession in their own half. And Carlisle with a chance to, with the wind at their backs, put some possibly early points on the board. Runs into a very strong tackle by Ashton. And nicely taken by Carl Gibson. And a penalty to Leeds. That stiff arm. Trying to see who the culprit is. It's number 7, Gary Murdoch. 7 tries he scored this year. Backo leading a charge, unfortunately nobody with him. Carlisle at the moment, very, very keen. 4 men doing the tackling there on Roy Powell. Oh, lovely time ball, and Schofield's away. He's got Bentley with him. Lovely pass. Bentley will go in the corner. He's going round behind as well. Unless he gets it down, he does so. Well, John Bentley there very nearly got caught and dragged behind the dead ball line, but managed to get it down. We can look at it again. Here it comes. Beautifully timed ball, leaving out one man. Schofield hesitates, just draws the defender, and Bentley's got enough speed to get round Murdoch, but Murdoch there very nearly swinging him into the dead ball. So Leeds take an early lead, 9 minutes gone, and their first real attack. That was a lovely time pass by Lyons. That's John Bentley's 8th try of the season, and a chance for him to go level with Gary Schofield on goals. This will be his 11th if he kicks it. And he's pulled it wide. So Leeds 4, Carlisle 0, and we've got only 10 minutes on the clock. Picked up by Roy Powell, and Powell's away down the wing. Well, Gary Schofield there completely took his eye off the ball, as you could see, and that's resulted in him dropping it. So Carlisle with a foot in, and they've won that one by the looks of it. And it's the loose forward who came off the back of the scrum and probably wishes he hadn't done. And Darryl Pitt just managing to hold on to that. Chipped into space, but Ray Ashton will pick that one up nicely. Escapes one tackle and finally goes down. Lyons again. Throws it out long, and Phil Ford it was who missed that one. The referee giving a penalty for that tackle. And down there is Paul Robinson. Well, it looked good, but came to nothing. That looked a yard forward. Referee Mr. Steele giving it. Again, Murdoch. Oh, shapes nicely there. Oh, that was a yard forward. But a good tackle coming in by Andrew Ettinghausen. Murdoch again. And Pitt finishes up about 2 yards short. Good break, but nobody to hand on to there for Malcolm Thomason, and the handover. Oh, and Phil Ford dropping that one only 2 yards out. So, putting for Carlisle, they've won the last 2, they've won that one as well. Four points to 0 to Leeds, 14 minutes gone, but Carlisle having quite a say in the amount of possession. Oh, and a good knock on there by Phil Ford. He keeps Carlisle in possession, but with the wingman beckoning, it's good that he got his hand to it. Well, oh, and this is a chance. But no, he hasn't quite got it down. He must be very near the line, Mark Doyle. Just didn't have the strength to brush off Ashton. Carlisle really pounding there, just 2 or 3 yards out. Somebody there trying to burrow their way through as well. Murdoch flicks it through, but this time Phil Ford manages to gather it. Only a yard away from his own line, but oh, and that was a terrible piece of play by Ford in his back heel. Fortunately, it was Colin Maskell who got there. So a little bit sloppy the play at the present time. Roy Powell takes Leeds at least 20 yards out of danger. Losing the ball. Oh, Lyons is, well, first of all the referee gave the advantage and then suddenly has brought play back. Well, strange decision by referee Steele, but he's the man to give it, and Cliff Lyons is taking his time and giving the ball back to Gary Murdoch. And I think there's going to be some words said in the middle of that scrum if the Carlisle hooker doesn't get his head down. Still hasn't got it down. Finally he does so. And in doing it, he wins the ball as well. So 4 straight scrums to Carlisle at the moment. All played by Waddell. It's Tony Scott. Still going strong, and he's some weak tackling, but finally brought to ground. Sam Backer who does it. On the charge there is Dave Kendall. So Carlisle once again in a good position, not being able to exploit them so far. They really must take advantage of this wind in the first half, because they'll be up against it certainly in the second. Murdoch kicks that one across field, and Gary Schofield, can he get away? Gets it out to Bentley. And that was a great pity it didn't look to go forward. Thought he hit Bentley's hand and skewered away to behind him. But that was a try-saving tackle if ever there was one on Gary Schofield, because another half yard and he would have been clear. And Tony Catton knocking on. And neither side really settling down at all at the moment. And a typical cup tie. Well, that one went straight through the middle of the scrum. Picked up by Scott. Just lacking a few ideas in midfield, Carlisle. They don't have the pace either in the middle backs. But giving a good account so far. And that's Schubert. I'll refrain from making any comments about melody or playing out the tune. And quite a suicidal ball from Pitt. Murdoch again, trying a neat little kick. Picked up on the half volley there very nicely by Mark Doyle. But John Bentley escapes. Oh, good run by Bentley. Forward with his right thigh heavily strapped. Leeds trying to break away, but at the moment into this strong wind, having difficulty. We've had 19 and a half minutes. And a little elbow there coming in from Tony Catton. So 4 points to 0 in Leeds' favour. That try on 9 minutes from John Bentley. He's taking this kick. This makes it safely into touch. And Colin Maskell. Well, Leeds have been in the Carlisle half only once, and that was in the 9th minute. And that super try. Cliff Lyons needs to start dictating this game and timing his passes just as he has been doing recently. Of course, without a game last week, it's a little bit difficult after a week's, well, 2-week layoff. Ooh, charged down, picked up by Lyons. He looked to slightly knock it on, but still going. Ettinghausen. On the loop, will go back round Bentley. Bentley's going, steps aside, goes through the gap, got Ettinghausen on his outside. Ettinghausen can he get away? He has done. Oh, what a good try. Well, 2 long-distance tries. Good play by John Bentley. He made the initial gap out to Ettinghausen, and we'll look at that again just in a minute. It all started. There's the ball from Ettinghausen to Bentley. Bentley through a back gap. Murdoch chasing him. He puts it out to Ettinghausen. And Murdoch again trying to get back. But it's Ettinghausen who goes round Mark Doyle and over. A very good try indeed. That gives Andrew Ettinghausen 12 tries now for the season. And his 3rd Challenge Cup try this year, having got 2 against York. And John Bentley is really now beginning to play some excellent stuff for Leeds. Hoists that one up, and I think that just fades away to the left, it does. So both tries have been failed to be converted. But on 23 minutes, it's now Leeds 8, Carlisle 0. Leeds showing Carlisle just the pace of their backs. It's not a particularly good pass by Roy Powell. And the scrum forming 15 yards in from the right-hand touchline, just outside the Leeds 25, and once again, this time I think Leeds have managed to get it, and it's stuck in the centre of that scrum, wheeling round. Once again, Gary Murdoch to put it in, and Thomason and Maskell to strike for it, and it's Thomason that wins that one again. On the burst is Darryl Pitt. It's pinched off of him by Paul Dixon. Backo, virtually minus his number, but you can't mistake him. Dixon gets away, inside to Lyons, but fourth pass there by Lyons, and Backo holds off Scott. The referee deciding that the ball had gone forward and gives the pudding to Leeds. Oh, there's a chance here. Schofield out to Bentley, and Ettinghausen is straight in his way, stops him from running. Just quite a gap had opened up. Roy Powell. Well, Carlisle did a good tackling stint, but when these chances come from long distance, Leeds are certainly taking them, and that's a good ball by Waddell to Maskell. Unfortunately, nobody else was quick thinking, as Colin Maskell was. And Bentley will kick long. Set it into space. Vickers picks it up. Vickers, who scored his only try this season against Mansfield in the first round. Kendall doing quite well, just by his own little group of Carlisle fans, and that's a nice kick. It's a very good kick by Murdoch. Played by Ashton, gets to Schofield. Schofield hands off one man, but finally a swarm of green and red shirts come round him. By Paul Dixon. Ettinghausen. And a very unfortunate lapse by Mark Doyle. And penalised. So John Bentley to kick it to touch. And he does so right on the 25. Woodell. Leeds now 15 yards out. Oh, and Dixon just couldn't take that one. And Carlisle managed to retrieve the ball. I think Ashton being penalised for bouncing the man when the man was on the floor. Well, Vickers it will be to kick. Can't decide which side he's coming for, but looks like he might be in our position very shortly. And in fact, a bit higher and longer, and it'd have been straight into my lap. Probably dropped the ball anyway. A good run. It's well caught by David Hearn. Thomason it was. And Carlisle once again making inroads into that 25, but they just cannot get over that Leeds try line, and 8-0 to Leeds. The drop goal attempt by Murdoch, which goes dead. So once again, Leeds to take the tap from the 25. And Sambako having the treatment from Carlisle this afternoon. Dixon really just move at pace when he gets that ball. Powell. Nicely slipped, oh good play. Woodell back inside to Gibson, but very little of the ball seen on this side of the attack. Powell held on to. But, good tackle from Gary Schubert, and then finally the ball going to the Australian Tony Catton. Catton, a 20-year-old from Townsville, North Queensland. And along with Darryl Pitt. Oh, this is a good run. He's got somebody with it, he's got the number. Oh, and a terrible drop pass. It was Kevin Pape who broke away. Dave Kendall alongside him, threw out the pass, and I'm afraid Dave Kendall was too slack with his handling, and the ball goes to ground. Well, both Pitt and Catton, as I was saying, both come from Townsville, North Queensland, and they both play for the Valleys Club in Brisbane. And another Aussie. To another one. Schofield still finding his touch back into the side. Oh, and Paul Dixon burrows his way through. Just 8 minutes remaining to half-time. David Hearn, dressing Arsen in support, but to be played back to Cliff Lyons. Shapes inside, kicks it, but it's Mark Doyle. kicks on further, straight to Andrew Ettinghausen. Oh, and that tried ankle tap, and Ettinghausen leaves two of them stranded, straightens up, good run by Ettinghausen. Lions. Leeds keeping the ball alive very well. Woodell. And that's not the time to handle the ball. And Catton picks that one up. Slipped away in the tackle there by Gary Schubert. Long ball out. Pitt straightens up. Looks for Murdoch. Murdoch all on his own, and nobody on the Carlisle side quick enough to get with him. That's another good charging run by Steve Kirby, who's had quite a good game in this first half. Murdoch. Pape releasing it to Catton. Scott. Oh, good handling. Vickers looking for support. Flicks it out. Good play by Scott coming around the back of Pape and Vickers, but looked a little forward. Catton. Once again, Leeds tackling well. 5 minutes now to the hooter for half-time. Long throw on that ball, and Carl Gibson just couldn't pick it up. And coming off the hand of Carl Gibson, he said, so 6 tackles to Carlisle. Gary Schubert feeling the force of Roy Pell. Scott again, but loses it out. Gary Schofield having to let the ball go. Fortunately, Kirby didn't kick it on. Schofield looking a little winded there. And I hope that nothing serious has happened to Gary Schofield, because he's certainly holding himself. He doesn't look too happy. Dixon charges away. Like a heavyweight centre. Mako, oh, gets it away to Waddell. 2 props helping each other out. Beautiful ball by Lions inside to Gibson. And good play by Leeds. So having difficulty in breaking down this Carlisle defence, very stubborn. Just the 2 tries, neither of them converted. Oh, well slipped out. Ford, what a lovely little side step. And he's going round behind the post for a good measure as well. Well, it was a very good try indeed for Phil Ford. We'll look at it again. Here's Roy Powell, slips it to Gibson. Gibson to Ford. Watch this now. Off the left foot, onto the right, and leaves the wingman absolutely stranded. Murdoch just cannot get to him. Phil Ford, 6th try since coming to Leeds. The try in the 38th minute. And this is John Bentley's easiest attempt. Well, it will be when the ball is put back into the sand. Oh, a chance for John Bentley to make it 14-0 to Leeds. And just a nice cushion, especially with the wind in the second half. He does it. His 11th kick of the season. And so Leeds now take a 14 points to 0 lead. There's the man that made the initial break on that third Leeds try, Roy Powell. Carlisle looking a little bit ragged, but Tommy Dawes will be quite happy, I would think, at 14-0 down, but would have probably preferred the wind in the second half, mentally kicking it long. Vickers having to let it bounce. He's got to Mark Doyle in support, shows Doyle the ball, but really should have given him it. Doyle can't get anywhere. Well, they've tried hard in this first half of Carlisle, and they've had some good chances, but the Leeds tackling just been too good for them, and certainly a lack of ideas in the middle backs and the half backs. Vickers doing quite well. As the hooter goes for half time. A good first half for Leeds against the wind. 3 tries, all from long range. John Bentley on 9 minutes giving Leeds the opening points, 4-0 in front, failing to convert that one. And Andrew Ettinghausen's try on 22 minutes, following a good break by John Bentley. That made it 8-0, again Bentley failing to convert. And then just 2 minutes from half-time, Phil Ford's try, John Bentley's conversion, gives us a half-time score, Leeds 14, Carlisle 0. To the field, having had the words of Tommy Dawes firmly in their ears. They've got a lot to do in this second half, playing into the wind, and they're really going to have to pull something out of the fire to have any chance of progressing to the quarter-finals. Here come Leeds. Larry Schofield leads his men out, and they'll be hoping for a bag full of points in this second half. Just checking round to see if there are any substitutions, but can't see anything at the moment. In fact, there is a substitution. Richard Gunn is on. Just having a look round to see who is off. For the moment, it looks to be well, it's David Heron that's off. And a quick and check round. Oh, good ball handling. Oh, Richard Gunn, his first chance, and fails to take the pass. And Gunn is packing down as loose forward. And once again, it's Thomason that wins that scrum. Pape has had very little opportunity. Getting the rough end of that tackle from Phil Ford and Carl Gibson. Pape's a remarkable number of tries for a second division player. In only 5 seasons, he's 92 and has been at Carlisle all those 5 years. And Carlisle's record in cup competitions this season: in the Lancashire Cup they lost in the second round to Warrington at Wilderspool by 34 points to 18 after beating Chorley 17-7 up at Brunton Park. And then in the John Player they lost it against Wakefield at Bellevue by 34 points to 14. So they haven't beaten the first division side. And I think, as I said previously, the first round of the Challenge Cup, it was a 58 points to 1 thrashing of Mansfield. But Mansfield have been hit for that number of points by quite a few sides. And they're finding it difficult against Leeds, who are just taking the chances that come their way. Oh, long ball out to Gibson. And Gibson runs straight into Mark Doyle. Didn't have the chance to get Phil Ford away, which was the original idea of the long pass. One kick by Bentley. Vickers having trouble with the bouncing ball. And the Sun as well. And a good tackle by Phil Ford. Carlisle player having treatment. Quite a long dose of the cold sponge. And it certainly looks very groggy. Yep, he's going to play the ball. It's like Mark Doyle. And so it is. Darryl Pitt dropping that one. So Leeds in good position here. They're put in just outside the 25, some 15 yards in from the right-hand touchline. Oh, nearly a backflip by Lyons, Schofield. Dixon brought down. A little bit telegraphed, that move. The crowd are a little restive underneath us. We're expecting fireworks, but probably come in the last 20 minutes. More credit to Carlisle. This is tremendous tackle by Pape on Gibson. Lyons hoist that one. Afraid that Referee has awarded a penalty to Carlisle. He certainly has said that he was offside when he took that ball. Certainly looked to knock on, but Mr. Steele not giving it. Vickers hoists that one, and Phil Ford having difficulty with the ball into the sun, but manages to pick it up. Ettinghausen. Schofield. Ooh, and a tackle coming in over the top by Patton. Gibson finds that gap, kicks ahead, comes off the leg of Vickers, still going and nicely picked up. Carl Gibson very sensible there, kicking ahead when he looked to have a very difficult job of holding on to it. Oh, nicely played by Lyons, and Aston is under the post. Will Aston's third try of the season, and it came from that lovely run by Carl Gibson. Here comes Gibson down the middle, races down the middle, kicks ahead, the ball coming off the legs of Vickers. He manages to pick it up, and then from this play the ball, Will Ashton goes left, looks for support. There's Ashton through the gap and between the posts, and should be a good chance for John Bentley. Bentley kicks that one, and Leeds now take a 20 points to 0 lead. So that try coming in the 8th minute of the second half. Leeds' 4th try of the afternoon, and John Bentley's 2nd conversion. Kick now 2 from 4. Quite silent, obviously expecting that Leeds will increase their lead, and don't need to encourage them too much. And Gary Schubert, you'll note, was held in that tackle. He didn't have his feet on the ground at all. Catton, oh, nicely played, backed up by Murdoch. Dave Kendall gets to the 25 and just in front of his own little crowd of supporters there. Must be about 50 of them coming down from. And that ball must have just bounced on the line, because certainly it didn't look to bounce anywhere in the field of play. But referee Steele and the touch judge decided that it's gone in. Mr. Walker with the cerise flag. Used to call it red, but Carl Gibson 15 yards out. On their own line, Ray Ashton, scorer of the 4th Leeds try. For some reason the floodlights are on, and yet it's very bright and sunny, apart from this shadow that's cast by the south stand. Dixon looking for more support. Ford takes that one one-handed, way behind him. Didn't quite get the running chance he wanted. Chipped into space. Oh, nicely taken. And Darryl Pitt really should have gone on the outside. Carlisle still trying hard, 20 points to 0 down. Vickers. Colin Maskell knocking on. Good hooking by Thomason. Pape having to be very quick there in getting back. Kendall losing that one, and still down. So Leeds now with a 20-point advantage. Now some 25 minutes remaining. Really should now take the Cumbrians apart. Despite them having won their last 6 games, Carlisle really, apart from a little bit of pressure that they've had inside the Leeds 25, have not really shown sufficient craft to open up Leeds. Oh, and an whole catalogue of misplaced passes, and a very ragged 5 minutes we're having at the moment. Not a great deal to entertain this large crowd. Ettinghausen on the looping run. We'll have to be careful of him there, and he's gone into touch. Phil Ford did the wise thing. He came inside to give Ettinghausen room on the outside, and he only needs an odd yard. But that time the gap was too small, and he managed to put his... I think I might just put my teeth back in there. Put his foot into touch. And a knock on by Murdoch. Well, referee has decided that Leeds have infringed, and he's given a penalty. Thomason certainly given Carlisle the lead with the scrum count, and has hooked very well, quite sprightly in the loose. Catton gets that ball away to Scott. Scott, nobody in support. Gets it out though, finally to Schubert. Schubert, nice ball, and it's the number 12 going for the line. And it's a good try. Kirby, Steve Kirby it was. Well, that was good support play all round by Carlisle, and they're getting a tremendous round of applause. We can look at it again. There's Catton, holding the ball up, gets it out to Scott. Scott hands one man off, he looks to be held, but then good play, and there comes Kirby on the burst, and he's just got enough power and pace to get away from Phil Ford. So, 20 points to 4, and a chance for Vickers to kick his 78th goal of the season. Had a haul of 9 against Mansfield, but that was quite a pathetic effort, and pulled it wide of the posts. So, that try coming in the 18th minute of this half. And the score is Leeds 20, Carlisle 4. A little hope for Tommy Dawes' men. They've still got possession. Last tackle coming up. And back for Vickers, and he's been put in a lot of trouble. Manages to get it out to Schubert. Schubert keeps it going. Oh! Well, caught it between the elbows, I think, did Roy Powell, as that kick from Paul Robinson looked to be going to find touch. And spirited fight back by Carlisle. An offside decision. John Bentley. That's a good long kick. And a rampaging run by Uwadell. Bacco gains another 5. So 20 yards to go. Paul Dixon, and was looking to lay the ball off as well. Lyons, Schofield, lets it go. And the unfortunate Colin Coles, who scored a hat-trick against Mansfield, drops the ball. And Coles started the season off with tries against Swinton and Batley, but then didn't score again until the Mansfield game, which was only a week or so ago. Oof. And Tate took that well. He had to do. Gibson was there, poaching. Gibson still leads the league's try-scoring list with 17. Schofield has 16, including the 2 tries for the rest of the Great Britain against the rest of the world. And Ettinghausen with 12, quickly catching them up. can't slip it in the tackle. Liddell yet to score for Leeds. Ashton, that's a lovely kick. Oof. And Mark Doyle wafting his foot at that ball. Fortunately, it's gone dead, so it'll be tap penalty from the, or a tap restart, I should say, from the 25. The Leeds forwards that are on display today, including Richard Gunn, have only scored some 7 tries between them for the first team. Lee Crook's out today, he's got 5. But Bacco 1, Maskell 2, Waddell none, Powell 1, Dixon 1 and Heron 2. Gunn without scoring for the first team so far, but then the backs make up for that. Well, that's a good kick by Murdoch. Finds touch some 10 yards inside the Leeds half. The Leeds backs have, if you discount the half-backs, have scored 57. And the Lyons-Ashton combination have got 9 between them. Lyons with 7 and Ashton with 2. Cliff Lyons has really hammered that one. So, here comes Sam Bacco. And that's a good run and a good throw back, and well picked up by Colin Maskell. Waddell, and this is where the Leeds pressure now should tell. We've got some 15 minutes to go, and Bacco, well, he can't take 4 of them with him, but he's still upright in the tackle. Oh, thrown behind. Fortunately, John Bentley picks it up, twisting and turning. Wasn't one of Cliff Lyons' better passes, that. Lyons. Oh, that's a good ball, though. Ettinghausen. Oh, nobody there to pick it up, but Ashton does so. Lyons. Out to Ford. Ford off that left foot and onto his right again. Gibson. This is the last one. Lyons. Schofield. Gunn trying to offload it, but he can't do. And Carlisle have picked it up through Schubert. Paul Robinson. Still leads 20, Carlisle 4. "27 minutes gone of the second half, and time running out for Carlisle. Leeds seemingly quite content to keep them at bay and pick up the points where they can. Carlisle have tackled very well, and that's good play. They're still keeping it going. And unfortunately, nobody in support, and he really ran out of options, did Gary Murdoch. Carl Gibson being quite roughly handled. Dixon. Well, the Cumbrians still fighting hard, but Leeds with 16-point advantage, and now only 12 minutes left, and it's Colin Maskell that, once again, the chance lost. Carlisle still trying hard. Thomason, the lively hooker, who's done very well in the scrums to keep Carlisle in this game. Catton. Oh, and that was a good ball through, and Vickers picked it up well. And they're still coming forward. Robinson gives Lyons a piggyback, finally knocks the ball forward. And it was a sixth tackle, so Leeds with the handover, and Ashton, Dixon. Certainly not one of Lee's best performances. The tries that were scored in the first half were all spectacular efforts. We've had with the wind at their backs. Oh, that's a great ball, and Ettinghausen against his opposite number, Vickerson. Oh, and the ball straight into Phil Ford's hands and straight through them. Well, Vickers came across to give Ettinghausen some trouble. Ettinghausen drew the man to him, flicked out the ball, and Phil Ford should really have had his second try of the afternoon. And once again, a good win there by Thomason. And Carlisle have certainly had a fair amount of possession, but haven't been able to do a great deal with it. Oh, a good break, and he's finally lost the ball as Doyle. Well, the referee allowing play to go on as Kendall got that ball back. And Catton and John Bentley having words. The play goes on. Robinson. Gets it back out to Murdoch. Murdoch to Pitt. Pitt doesn't look to have much genuine pace. Long ball out there, but Doyle can't get hold of it. And Pape has had their real danger man, has had very little opportunity. This time, can he go down Vickers? Slicks it inside, Bentley. Bentley's going to be behind the post. No problem at all. John Bentley's second try of the afternoon, his 9th of the season. And we'll look at that one again. Here it comes. There goes Ettinghausen. Up to Vickers, flicks the ball inside. Bentley's on it like a flash. There's nobody going to stop him, despite Murdoch and Coles down behind the posts for the easiest of tries, and should be the easiest of conversions. And a half minutes of the second half, that try coming, and John Bentley now to hope for his third of the afternoon. Oh, wow. Instead of hitting it with the instep, it actually caught on the outside of his foot and sailed wide. So 2 fairly simple conversions missed for the last 2 tries. So the score now, Leeds 24, Carlisle 4. And that really now should seal the match for Leeds. Can they run in some more tries just to confirm their superiority? This was the third second division side Leeds have played in the Cup. Hunslet in the preliminary round at home, 32 points to 6. York in the first round away, 28 points to 9. And now it's 24 points to 4. So none of the second division clubs getting into double figures. Ashton, Lyons, Gibson, Schofield, Gary Schofield, Bentley, Ettinghausen. Ettinghausen will go round behind Powell. Powell keeps it going. Gunn, oh, good play. Oh, that looked a trip by Pape on Paul Dixon. Referee went to have a word with him. Well, if it was a trip, he should have been penalised. Dixon, really, if it hadn't have been that foot stuck out, would have got the ball away to Ford. Oh, and good take by Pape. And Ashton's little kick through, squaring up to one another, and little fracas off the ball. And Leeds regain the possession. Liddell. And the crowd now really wanting some excitement. Gary Schofield is down the outside of Scott, steps back inside. Oh, there was good cover coming in as well from Vickers, and this is a little, well, Bentley getting rough handled by Catton. Colin Maskell coming in, and the referee deciding to have a word with his touch judge. It's been fairly free from any incidents apart from this last 5 minutes, and the referee deciding now who he's having a word with. Oh, Pape's won. And he's having a word with both captains, telling them no more of it, or the culprits will be off. Mr. Steele has awarded, would you believe, a scrum. And he's getting Mr. Steele is getting very much into that, you could say. Oh, Gibson, well, will he have a shirt on? And Catton managed to get a hand onto that. Dixon, tremendous. Well, I should think so as well. It's the captain as well, that's one of them. And that tackle coming in, along with Kirby, who scored the try. Sam Backo now has completely lost the number off of his shirt. Woodell. And we're coming into the last few minutes. Sam Backo, can he score another try this season? His only one was against Hull. It was a vital try, was that. And Paul Dixon just has the one at the moment. There should be another one coming up, but Andrew Ettinghausen lost it, and Pitt knocked it on, but referee Steele didn't see it, and has given Leeds offside in the centre there. Well, they're still eager for play, and Catton, Schubert, but no symphony for him today. who have dictated the game most of the time, despite Carlisle's quite big possession advantage, thanks to Thomason, who's had quite a good game, both in the scrum. Oh, and a good break. Pape, but well tackled. Good covering tackle coming in from Ray Ashton. Carlisle still trying to move at speed. That one kicked through. Scott tries to go for it, but Powell picks it out of the air. Like taking an apple off a tree. Quite end-to-end stuff. And howls of derision from the Carlisle fans as Carl Gibson drops that one. Darren Pitt is going off. And Brian Tunstall, the man on. Oh, good play, and Pape's in with a chance. Well, he made the wrong decision. He should have gone on the outside. Catton. Good chance here for Carlisle. Murdoch throws it long. Thomason. Scott. And Thomason. No, over on his back. No doubt about Mr. Steele's good positioning for that one. $24 points to 4. And we're right on 40 minutes. Brian Tunstall, the substitute. Well, they're giving a good account of themselves as Carlisle, and Tommy Dawes, I'm sure, will be quite proud of his men, despite the fact that they've had, as I said before, a big possession advantage. Pape, well, he didn't really know what to do with it. And the man who's had very little of the ball, Colin Coles. Murdoch. And the man in touch is Mark Doyle. Crowd filtering home. They've decided that it's all over, and so it should be. Ashton, and finally dived on in the corner by Richard Gum. And full bit of naughtiness by Murdoch. Well, Paul Dixon slightly got the head in the face. And Leeds still eager. Waddell. He's certainly taken a lot of the sting out of the Carlisle forwards with some good running. Oh! Well. Oh, good play by Roy Powell, coming round in a good covering position as Doyle kicked ahead. Gibson. The referee right on top of that. Scott went in. Gibson adjudged to have just moved the ball forward. This could be the last scrum, we'll see. And once again, Thomason's won it. Catton. Oh, breaking into the Tunstall. There goes a hooter. The final score, Leeds 24, Carlisle 4, tries for John Bentley 2, Andrew Ettinghausen, Phil Ford and Ray Ashton, Bentley converting 2 of them, and Carlisle's only score coming on from a Steve Kirby try on 58 minutes. The final score and Leeds through to the quarter-finals, where I'm sure now the opposition will become tougher, is Leeds 24, Carlisle 4.